finally taking the jump to do my first FlossTube video. I have been considering now for a while, and this is it. So I've been trying to organize all my stuff, what I'm currently working on, what I have been working on previously, and just to give you a little introduction to myself. So, like I said, my name is Marianne. This is my FlossTube channel is called Honeyberrystitching, and it has a funny story that about my daughter-in-law. I won't come into that right now, but that's the name. And I'm married. I have 2 sons, 2 daughters-in-law. I have 1 grandchild, Molly, and 1 on the way, another girl, so that's super exciting. So that's kind of my whole world, to be around family, to be around my grandchild, and just, yeah, do that thing. Anyway, I have always loved doing crafts, hobbies, all kinds of things like that. From crocheting to knitting to doing chalk paint. For instance, that one is the one I did with chalk paint. To sewing a bunch of stuff. I've been sewing a lot for my granddaughter, for my sons when they were younger. So that's kind of my whole history around crafting, and a bunch of other things. Maybe I can just put some, if I have some pictures, I put them on afterwards so you can kind of see a little bit of what I like to do. And around cross stitch, I started doing cross stitch when I was about, I don't think I ever was even, I don't know, about 10, maybe 9. So my mother introduced it to me. Then she had a friend who kind of gave me all of her unfinished stash that she didn't really want to finish. So I just got a bunch of things that were unfinished and stuff. So I was just starting to do that. And then actually my mother told me this interesting story about my grandfather. So my grandfather was actually very into stitching. And this was back in the 80s, I think, when he retired, and he didn't really know what to do with himself. So my grandmother kind of didn't know what to do with him. So she kind of took him down to the craft store, kitted him up with a kit, and then he made a bunch of pictures that he gave to my mother and her brothers. And so I still have, my mother still have a few of his paintings or pictures that he cross-stitched. So it's kind of funny that he did that when he retired. So, and for some reason that just stuck with me, the cross stitch. I always loved to doing it, and the more that I did it, the bigger the pieces had to be for me to be able to keep the groove going, because, you know, little kits like that kind of became boring, and then I wanted to do bigger and bigger and bigger. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. That's why I really love to do full coverage cross stitch pieces. That's kind of what I love to do. But anything cross stitch related is just super nice, and just being on FlossTube and seeing all of you amazing people, all the things that you have been doing, and the passion you have around it have just spurred me on even more. So going into some of the things I have been doing, I have just a few things that I have finished that I have not framed. It's always, I'm not sure if I'm really into framing stuff and putting on the wall. I think I am more now than I used to be. In the past, I would make, you know, cross stitch projects, and then I would give them away, or I don't know what happened to them. I've been moving so much around that I don't even know where. I think they're just left in the move somewhere. I right now live in Switzerland. I've been living in Canada. I've been living in the US. I've been living in Germany, and of course in Denmark, where I was born, and where I've been living for the most part in Denmark. Anyway, so this is called, I have it somewhere, and of course I did not, oh yeah. This is called Kitty Sewing Lesson from Design Works. and I can maybe insert a picture of it. Anyway, this is what this looks like here. So this is done on 14 count Aida, and this I did many years ago. I don't even know, maybe 10 years ago. And as you can see, there's a lot of back stitching. I did this 2/1 on 14 count Aida. So that's kind of like the first big piece that I really did, and that kind of just made me, okay, this is what I want to do. I love doing this big pieces. So I just decided, okay, I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to do some more of that thing. Anyway, then I jumped into, I mean, seriously, big time piece. This is from an artist called William Turner. And he's just an amazing British artist. And this is from, I have this here, this is from Scarlet Quinns. And this is back in the day where you did it all on paper, right? So all of this, the whole book, I have been doing. And this is on 32 count linen, so 2/2, I believe. And I did this cross country stitching, and it took me a long time. I don't even know how long, but this was only this was the only piece I was working on. Okay, let me just bring it up closer so you can see. But this was a humongous piece. I mean, humongous. This took me a while, and I'm not even going to show you the back because that's really messy, but that's how we do it, right? So I did that. Like I said, this is from Scarlet Quinns, and this was like my introduction to the real big pieces of full coverage cross stitch pieces. So I did that, and I need to hang this up, seriously. We'll see. Then I kind of moved. We moved a little bit around, and I was living somewhere temporary, and I didn't really know what to really do with myself. I wasn't working anymore, and I just needed to have a little something to do. So a really good friend of mine, she gave me this book, Bear Hugs from Stoney Creek Collection, book 313. And I just said, all right, perfect. I'll just take from page 1 and I'll just do all of these. So basically, I have been doing most of these already. Front, there's a back too. At least I know I've been doing these 3 and this one. So I still need to do these things, these ones. But let me show you so far. And these are all on 14 count. And I hope this is not going to fall down. So this is all done on 14 count. Aida, this is the one called, oh, I don't know what. Okay, Hawk More Bears, super cute. So I did it with DMC colors, and I think there is some, oh, what are they called, the other ones? I'll have to paste that in what the other colors are called. Anyway, so I did for the colors on that one. Then I did this one, Love Isn't Love Until You Give It Away, which is amazing motto anyway. So I did that. Also on 14 count Aida, back stitching all over, which is not my favorite to do. I would rather just stitch a whole bunch, but it's nice. These ones are nice with the back stitching. And then I made this one, God Made Us All. Also on 14 count Aida. Yep, one of those. And then the last piece that I'm still working on, but I'm kind of already done with it. It needs a little bit here, and then the back stitching I still need to do. So that was that. Then, I think actually this was older than this part, but anyway, another one from Scarlet Quinns. I need to put it over here. Let me put it back here so you can put over you. So, this one is called Flower Window from Larsson, and he's a Swedish artist, and I just love his pieces. They're like from old time Sweden, and this is called Flower Window, and it's just, I think it's really, really beautiful. The reason why I have not done any more on it is because basically I totally forgot that I had it. So it was down in my basement. I just dug it up right now. And this is all on paper, you guys, right? So seriously, this takes forever to do. And since the amazing invention of pattern keeper came up, that just makes life a lot easier. But anyway, and also the reason why I haven't done much further is because they have so many blended colors. All DMC, I don't know how many colors. Oh yeah, it says here, it has, nope, it doesn't say how many colors, but there's a lot of colors, a lot of blended colors, which I'm not super fan because that just thinks they're annoying. But anyway, it also makes a nice, you know, depth when you do blended colors. So I'm wanting to see if I can convert this somehow to a digital pattern. I don't think they have that on Scarlet Quinns, so I might have to, I don't know, somehow make it a digital thing. But this is done on 18 count Aida. And as you can see, I have done, this is when I then also discovered parking. So this is my first piece doing parking. And I've been doing parking ever since because I love it. I love parking. As you can tell, I've done, I don't know how many, I think they're about 7-8 pages worth here. And yeah, I would actually like to finish it, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Anyway, so that is that. So let me just flip those over. Then my the next finished piece that I did is this one. I will just show you here. And this is, just see, oh, I'm sorry about the glare. Oop, okay, that's not gonna work. All right, this is a charted, I think you call it a charted piece, right? So this is something that I ordered from Heaven and Earth Design to have that made, because this is kind of unique because this is my husband's coat of arms, or crest, family crest. And so this is a, you know, it's been in the family forever. This crest, of course, it comes, it's kind of royal somewhere back in the history in Denmark. So, and he really wanted to have this on the wall. So this one I did, this took me about 3 years. And this is the latest piece that I have finished. And framed, which is the only thing I have framed, I think, other than the ones I gave away. So this is done on 25 count Evenweave. And Evenweave, I have to say, is my preferred count. And the 25 count is really my preferred count. I did this piece, this is when I found diagonal stitching, which was amazing. I love diagonal stitching. I love that I can kind of follow the piece, the progress of the piece. I should kind of go on to the diagonals, and Needlebug, Karen from Needlebug is the one who got me really hooked on this. So I'm also part of her Facebook group called The Love of Diagonal Stitching, I think it's called. Super amazing group. People are just wonderful. She's wonderful, Karen. I love her. I watch her YouTube videos all the time. But I made this piece on the diagonal, and it went really, really well until in the end, when I was kind of down here, I realized that I had diagonal column lines or diagonal lines, and I hadn't noticed that before. And I was very strict on going on the diagonals line by line, color by color. So I would even stitch one stitch at a time on that line and not completing the next color until I had, you know, one by one on the lines, diagonal lines. And I don't know if my tension was wrong or what happened, but I have these diagonal lines, which you can't really see here, but I can see them, and it really, really bothered me. But anyway, it's up. I'm not gonna, it's just what it is. I love the piece anyway. I think she did an amazing job. I contacted Michelle from Heaven and Earth Design, and she was the one who made this pattern for me, and I absolutely love it, the way that it turned out. I mean, the pattern is amazing. All the details and stuff like that, because this was taken from like a little print that we had from this crest, and then blown up to this size, and yeah, I like it. I'm maybe gonna, my sons have asked me if I could do one for them as well, so we'll see when I'm gonna do that. That's a whole other story, so we'll see if I ever get around to that. Anyway, these are the pieces that I have completed or almost completed. Then the current ones that I am starting on, or that I am doing right now, is I love Heaven and Earth Designs. That's just the main pieces I have is from that site. And let me start with this one. This is Magic Flyer artwork by, oh, I can't see that, Lamp Shannon. And I'm stitching this on 25 count Evenweave with the called for colors, which I always do because I'm not good at figuring out colors myself. So, and this is how far I've gotten. And this, as you can tell, is also on the diagonal, but I'm trying not to be so strict with the lines anymore. And I really noticed that that is really helping. So whenever there is a color that goes into the next diagonal, I will just do that one. So I'm kind of like weaving in a little bit. And then first, I just wanted to see how far this would go. So I just did all of that, or yeah, almost all of that. So anyway, that is this one. I love to work on this one. I love the colors. It's not that confetti heavy, which I really enjoy as well. So that's really nice. This one, I can maybe, if this is not, I will watch afterwards the video. Maybe I will insert a picture of this as well. Anyway, so 25 count, 1/1 even weave. That's what I'm doing with this one. All right, the next one. Also, I have an unearthed designed a mini. I don't know how you would pronounce that. Anyway, super cute. It's a mini. It's a little bit dark, so I might insert a picture of that as well. It's done on 25 count, 90 colors, 1/1. So that's this one, and it looks like this Whoops. I'm catching things here. This is how far I've actually gotten pretty far with this one. It's really nice, even though it's a mini design. I think it works out really well. I mean, you can see a lot of the details, even though of course if it's when it's a mini, it's a little bit, the details is not as good, but this is confetti heavy. Seriously, this part, confetti, confetti, confetti. But I like it. It's nice to work on. And my rotation is kind of, I don't really have a rotation. I kind of just doing a diagonal of all the pieces I have. And then when I've done one diagonal, I kind of move to the next piece. And that's kind of how I do it at the moment. We'll see. Maybe I'll do something else. And then I have another Heaven and Earth design. This is called Mini Ye Old Kitchen. And it's a little bit dark, you guys. I will try and insert a picture of this as well. This is also done on 25 count Evenweave, 98 colors, sorry, 89 colors. So this one. And this is how far I've gotten with this. These colors are amazing. These colors are amazing. The blues, you can see the tiles there in the background. When I started on that one, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so nice. I love this piece. It's so nice to work on. And this I'm doing on easy count. But for some reason, it's easy count, but I can never figure out where to start the grid and where to stop it. My brain is not, I don't know, like that worked out like that. Anyway, so I even had to color in the grid lines. I don't know. I'm a little bit funny that way. So I did that. And this one I'm also trying not to be so strict with the diagonal line. Seriously, you guys, I'm really so afraid that I will have these column lines, and I've been trying to work on my tension and stuff like that to make sure I don't have, my tension is not so bad. Anyway, so this is what it is. What else can I say? Yeah. Anyway, I love this piece. I don't know how long I've been working on it. I think for about a year, maybe. So my daughter-in-law is doing the same piece because she loved this one. So I gave her, I bought that for her as well. So that was that. Then I just thought it would be fun to do some kits. So I got this dimension kit. It's called Winter Housing, designed by Barb Tuatilotti. I'm sure it sounds very Italian, but that is what it looked like. I started this over Christmas while visiting my son and daughter-in-law in Canada. And this is done on 14 count blue Aida. And this is how far I've gotten. I thought this fabric was a little bit stiff, so I tried to wash it. It hasn't really helped all that much, so I don't know. I'm not a super fan of Aida anymore. I don't really know. We'll have to see, but I want to finish this anyway. So this is done on 14 count 2/1, and it has a lot of back stitching as well. So I think on this one I will try and do the back stitching whenever I can and not wait until the end, because then I will never finish it, because back stitching is just not my favorite thing to do. So that has to be done. Otherwise, I will never finish it. So anyway, that's cute. Then I saw Brenda from Handiwork Maniac. I love her. I love the way that she does this with her daughters as well, which is just for me great. And so she was doing this one. So this is called, is it chocolate hanging? This is from the World of Cross Stitching, from April 2019. It's like a booklet thing. And she did this one, or she's working on this one, and when I found it, I was like, okay, I need to do that, because I'm like most of women, I guess, big fan of chocolate. So, and this was just super cute. So I just started this. I haven't gone that far. I'm not that far along, and this is on, I chose 16 count for this one. 2 over 1 on 16 count. And I'm just doing the called for colors. And this is Aida 16 count. All right, that's that one. Then one of my really favorite pieces to work on is this one. Let me take it out so there's no glare. It's from Artisy Cross Stitch. It is called La Scapilitara. I don't know how you say it, but it's from Leonardo da Vinci, and I just love this picture. And I have to insert one with colors if I can, because the colors are all like this. So it only has about, I think there was about 30 colors in this one. No, 23 colors only. So 23 colors, and I just love how it just comes alive. So right now, this is part of her hair, and this is all the background somehow. So, oh, sorry you guys, you know what? I did it the wrong way. This is the right way. All right, I was like, okay, what are the lines are not supposed to be like it? All right, so this is how it is. Yeah. All right, but this is beautiful. I love the colors. I love how it comes out. I love how just to see it come alive. So, super nice. Then I wanted to do an Amy Stewart. I love her pieces, and I have bought so many of her, you know, her patterns, and I don't really know which one to do first. I love these bookshelves. And then I wanted to see if I could do tent stitch. So 2 over 1 in tent stitch on a 28 count. So a little bit smaller than the 25 count. Just because I want to get some stuff done, and doing full cross just takes a long time. So I got this one, and I'm considering buying the other one, or actually I already bought that, but without this emblem. Maybe I'll do it without the emblem, and maybe also do there's another one called for 150 colors. I don't like do that, because it may be fun to do more colors, because this pattern is only for 87 colors. But the colors are amazing, right? I've seen several of you stitching on this one, and when you start on the pink ones up here, I mean, I just love the colors. Anyway, I have not gotten really far. I tried to do, okay, I started over here. I think this is 10 stitch. I'm not sure, but yeah, you know, I just did a little tiny piece, and then for some reason I also started in the other end to do a little tiny piece of that, but my intention was actually to do 10 stitch. So I'm seeing if I can do this one in 10 stitch, and to see if that will work for me, because I want to do this. I want to do this quicker, right? We want to get some work done, even though the process is really important for me, you know, just to sit there and stitch. it would be nice to have something finished as well. Then, because I wasn't sure about this this piece, when I should start it, how I should start it, stuff like that. Then I found another one that she had done, which is called, I think it's called something Old Country Store. Let me find the one on my tablet. Sorry, you guys, I just need to go in here. Where is it? So here it is. The General Store by Amy Stewart. You mock up. Isn't this nice? Oh, no glare. I can't do no glare. So I started on this, and not realizing that I won't really get into all the colors until I have the trees done, you know, on top. So anyway, I started on this, and this is a lot of confetti. So this is how it looks, and this is done 1/1, 25 even weave, and this is how far I gotten. Yeah, a lot of confetti, and I'm super excited to get into the part with more colors, or more, you know, not 3 colors. So that's how that looks. Yeah. So that's the one I'm working on. Then I got a little bit crazy with Mirabilia. So I want to do that. So I bought some of her charts, and I'm also getting her some kitted up as well. Like there's one with a little princess on top of a bed. I can't remember what it's called. I'll just insert it somewhere. Then there's 2 others that I've ordered. So I have ordered 3. So I'm excited to get started on that. But then I just couldn't control myself. So I bought these ones as well. Mirabilia, super cute ring around the rose tree. See, I haven't even opened it yet. I just got it in the mail by Nora Corbett. So this one I want to do at one point. Then I got this one. It's called Christmas in London. So I plan to do this one, and this I have to kit up myself, and I know it's going to take me a while too, because there's Mill Hill beads, of course. There are some blends. Okay, this one only has DMC floss, but it has a lot of beads. This one has also DMC colors, not so many beads. Yep. And then there is this one, Crystal Symphony. It has Krynic metallic. It has beads, and it has all the DMC colors. And all of these are called for 32 count linen. And I don't know if I'm going to do linen or even weave. I'm more inclined to do even weave. I like that more. We'll see. And then Sabrina. I just love these ones, right? I mean, the dresses, how they flow, all the movement that you can tell in the dresses. I mean, how beautiful in this. And this one reminds me of, oh, what's her name? Actress from the 60s doing these Princess Holiday. Oh, what's her name? All right, I have to insert her name somewhere. It just reminds me of her dress from that movie. I love that dress. I mean, if I could get this dress, I would totally wear it. Anyway, so this has DMC colors. It has Krynic. It has Karen Collection water lilies, and it has beads. So But I'm excited to get, I'm gonna start on the ones that I have ordered. That is all kitted up. And then, just because I can't help myself, I got some kits. This one is called Marianne, I guess. Trigot, DMC. And it's a kit, so it has all of the different colors already in there. I think I haven't even opened it yet, so, oh, it's on 16 count, Aida. So, super cute. I might do this and then give it to my daughter-in-law. Yeah, that would be nice to do. Then I found some other ones because I was kind of in a Christmas spirit mood. So, and of course, I don't know when I'm gonna be doing this one. We'll see. This is Jalen Needlecraft Families of Forever Count a Cross Stitch. It's on 18 count, Aida. But my plan is actually this one. I bought some Evenweave to do it on Evenweave 2/1 and 2/2 instead. Because the Aida is not my super favorite thing to be stitching on. And so I've ordered some fabric, so I might do that for this one. And for the last one, this one, I just thought the colors were so cute. Also, Jalen, and I'm sorry guys if I pronounced the names wrong. I'm sorry. Anyway, this is called Butterfly Watering Can. And this is over 14, this is on 14 count Aida. Also 2/1. But again, plus I don't like white to stitch on fully white, so I might find another fabric to do this on. We'll see. Anyway, and then I have this little one, which I might, you know, give to my daughter-in-law because I think this is something she could do. Hope, love, joy, spread the joy. It's a dimensions kit as well. I think she will like that, so I think I'm gonna give that to her. Anyway, that's kind of what I have been working on. And like I said, I'm just super excited about this FlossTube community. I'm excited. I want to do some more videos, and I don't really know where to start, if I'm gonna do some stitch with me's or show you some of the other stuff that I'm doing. Like, I love to sew as well, so I bought the Lori Holt fabric for doing these bags. So I did these bags. Some of them I gave away to my two daughters-in-law, but I make these bags. I love them. So I'm gonna have to do some more of these. I bought some more of her fabric, so I might end up, you know, try to design some of it myself to see, because I want them to be a little bit bigger so I can fit a Q-snap frame in here. My preferred one is the 11x11, and this one doesn't really, you can't really get a Q-snap in here. You can get the pattern, you can get the floss in here, but for instance, this one is for the Leonardo da Vinci one. So this one I have kitted up with the colors in this one, some more colors, and then for this piece I bought these plastic ones that so this one, because it's so small, there's not that many colors, it was just easy to do it like this. So I got this and I printed out the symbols and the color number, because I need to have a color number. That's kind of how I I always look at the color number before I look at the symbol. So I maybe want to do some more bags, because I would love to be able just to put it, you know, have some more of the Q-snap frames, and just to put the whole thing in the bag, and then it's easier for me to do the rotation and just, okay, next one, just take it out of the bag and just start sewing right away. So but these ones are really nice for my smaller ones. I've also been doing, so this is the Paco thing, right? I'm sure you all know this one. I love the way that this works out, because I don't have to worry about, I can just take one floss of thread, just take it out like that, and then it's easy for me when I have when I have to finish a thread but there's still left over, I will just put it back, and it's so easy just to stick it on there. So I love these ones. The only thing that I was missing from this one was the number, because I like to have the number. So I actually made myself some, whoops, if I can get this out of here. Oh, okay. Well, this is a little bit messy. Sorry, I should have prepared. So I kind of made these. Oh my gosh. All right, here we go. So I made this one myself with this cork thing, plate. I printed out the one where I have, so this is from a Stitch in Time, which I want to, you know, start on eventually. And then this is all this foam stuff. And then on the back is just board. And then I just stick, you know, these little tacks, is that what you call them, in there? And it just works the same way as the Paco. But I can just, you know, design this however I want for the needs that I have. And I can also, you know, do them longer, do them shorter, whatever. So I've been working a little bit on doing these. And yeah, I like this system where you just put this in. It's really, really easy. And this one I have been braided so that doesn't get us tangled up. I don't always do that, but I tried out this with this one and then just see how it works. I haven't done a lot, as you can tell, in the Stitch in Time. So these are all new, these colors. So yeah, I don't know what else to tell you other than I'm totally in love with cross stitch. I'm kind of like getting more and more obsessed with it. I'm really nerdy, and for some reason this moment in time, this is just what I like to do. And so that's me. Please leave me any comments what you would like. If there's anything you would like me to show you, explain, whatever. And I really want to do some more videos. I should do some more videos, right? Anyway, so this is just an introduction. I just want to be a part of this amazing community because you're all so great. And like I said, I watch it all the time. When I stitch, when I don't stitch, when I have it in background, when I need some help on anything, then I always, that's my first way, that's my first, you know, go-to, is go to FlossTube and see what you guys have been doing and some other things that I can benefit from. So that's what I've been doing. All right, see you around, bye.